matter who you are, everybody needs a role model. As a Native American woman, I admire activist Winona LaDuke, filmmaker Valerie Redhorse, attorney Donnell Smith, and police officer Darla Black. Even better, I've discovered a leader from my own tribe, a woman who lived over 100 years ago. Suzette LaFlèche was the first Native woman to speak to national audiences about Indian rights. My name is Princella Parker, and I'm a member of the Omaha tribe of Nebraska. For my mother, Alicia Parker, the Omaha Reservation was home. I was her first child. She had me at the age of 15. She wanted me and my younger siblings to grow up differently than she had, away from the negative influences on the reservation. So we moved, a lot. But we were still poor. We took a taxi to get groceries, we went to food pantries, and lived in homeless shelters. This is how I identified being Native American, being Omaha. I discovered Suzette LaFlèche while working as associate producer on a PBS documentary about the Ponca chief Standing Bear. Suzette went on a human rights crusade with Standing Bear to raise awareness in America about basic Indian rights. She'd witnessed firsthand the exile of her Ponca relatives as they were forced from their Nebraska homeland 600 miles south to Indian Territory. Casey Camp Hornick talks about the Ponca Trail of Tears.
It was our Holocaust. It was our march to the concentration camps that the United States government had created, and we knew it. And we knew our way of life was gone.
Suzette and her family gave shelter to Standing Bear after he defied the government by leaving Indian Territory and walking back to Nebraska. Suzette was there to help when he was arrested and had to go on trial for his freedom. Standing Bear won the right to be recognized as a person in the eyes of the law. This was Suzette's first taste of Indian justice.
She wasn't a person to sit back where social issues were concerned. You know, she wanted to know, she wanted to get involved, and maybe she was one of the first Indian feminists that stuck her neck out and did what she was supposed to do.
After the trial, Suzette stepped into the national spotlight when she went on a speaking tour with Standing Bear.
She started off as a very timid, a very shy, a very meek personality, a very tiny woman who suddenly was on stage looking at hundreds of strangers and was overwhelmed by it. The more she did it, the more confident she got, the better she got. And by the time they hit the East Coast, before long, she was very comfortable, and she became very passionate about the cause.
At the age of 25, the same age I am now, Suzette became nationally known as an advocate for Indian rights. Just like a modern-day Facebook, Suzette's autograph book filled up with signatures and messages from famous Americans she met on tour. They called her Bright Eyes, from her Omaha name. Learning about Suzette's life has inspired me. When I drive through the reservation where my mother grew up, I feel a need to help. I want to bring awareness and pride to the Omaha people. My dream is for Native children to be able to see positive reflections of themselves in media. As the eldest daughter of my family, I try to set a good example for my siblings, just like Suzette did for her family. Her youngest sister, Susan, went on to become the first Native American woman doctor. Dr. Susan Picotte has been nominated to the Nebraska Hall of Fame. Chief Standing Bear and Bright Eyes are already there.